In case you haven't been reading the news or been anywhere near social media, late night talk shows, or cable TV in the last week, here's what we know happened. Last Thursday, 2 Anthony's Island crabbers were making their early morning rounds in the passage, checking crab pods, when they noticed a small boat floating in the near distance, far enough away that they couldn't tell why it was there, but close enough to tell that there didn't seem to be anyone aboard. Being the upstanding Puget Sound crabbers they were, they motored closer to investigate. When they approached the boat, they received quite a shock. Inside the 20-foot rowboat lay 4 skeletons. Not corpses, skeletons. As in they're so old, they've gone past the decomposition phase and right into the Halloween prop phase. A mess of clothing draped the bones of the unfortunate lost souls, and an old pistol lay on the hull. That was it. How this boat got here and what it was doing floating out in the middle of the water like that was a complete mystery. The crabbers called it in, and soon the scene was swarmed with authorities. Police, Coast Guard, a Homeland Security team was even dispatched to make sure it wasn't the result of some kind of terrorist plot gone awry. It was not. At least, if it were some kind of terrorists, they certainly had nothing to do with ISIS or 9/11 or anything like that. And it wasn't some kind of murder-for-hire scheme. It probably wasn't a suicide pact either. How do we know that? Well, for 3 days, we didn't. We didn't know anything. Everyone was falling over themselves trying to make sense of it. Reddit was full of theories and explanations, a few of which led to an unfortunate incident where one of the crabbers' homes was swatted. A newfangled game some idiots on the web like to play by calling in a threat to 911 against someone else and then watching as SWAT teams swarm the unsuspecting person's house looking for crimes that don't exist. Yep, somebody actually does that. Police were forced to make a statement clearing the 2 men of any wrongdoing and asking the public to withhold further guesswork. The drama died down, but the memes certainly didn't. Even now you can't go on Twitter or Facebook without seeing one of the leaked photos of the skeletons making witty repartee with one another. As a society, we do not do well when information is scarce. We fill that space however we can. Facts finally began to fill that space 3 days ago. The skeletons in the boat belonged to 3 men and 1 woman. Internet speculation had already confirmed as much based on the fragments of clothing that remained. The gun? A Colt model 1855 side-hammer pocket revolver, otherwise known as a Colt Root revolver, a popular model during the American Civil War. The single-action gun had 5 chambers. They were all empty. And then there's the boat itself. Where did it come from? Well, that was the easiest part of all. At least, had we been able to see the port side, which read, SS Cumberland, lifeboat number 5. And with that, the internet exploded all over again.
To learn more about Passage and how you can support the podcast, visit patreon.com/passagepodcast.